Welcome to your bar workout. We're going to kick up the intensity today, so let's not waste any time. Big shoulder rolls to the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse it. 1. Really spread the shoulder blades apart and over-exaggerate the movement on this one. We want to get everything loose. 7 and 8. Roll it down and back, pull that belly in. Lift the posture up, push your rib cage forward, and we're going to plie together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Raise the arm up over the head and tendu with the outside leg. We're going to lift. 2, keep the hip open so the inner thigh is pointing up toward the sky. And feel the lower abdominal muscles pull in tight every time you lift up the leg. We're warming up, but we're also toning as we warm up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it to the outside for 1, 2. Place it back into position in between each rep, engaging through the inner thighs, correcting the posture if you lose it. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, lengthen through the toe as you extend out. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and tendu to the back and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach that arm out in front of you, lengthening through the trapezius muscles, helping to keep the neck long, avoiding making it tight and uncomfortable. 3, 2, and 1. Back to the side to hit our warm-up on quad. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Let's turn it around. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Tuck that tailbone in and pull the posture in nice and tight. And we'll start with our plies. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Hips are nice and open. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms over the head, tendu, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll bring it out to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And tendu to the back and lift. Feel it in those glutes. Don't relax the belly. It's easy to drop the belly down and just kind of let it hang as you hinge forward. Keep that chest lifted and the belly pulled in tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And last time to the outside. Lift. Are you feeling warmed up? The core feeling engaged? 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You've completed your warm-up. We're going to turn it around. Bring that 8-pound dumbbell in. And this time you're going to take the inside leg and tendu forward, softening the back leg and sitting into the hip. On on the outside leg. And we're gonna reach this dumbbell as low as you can go. It might be all the way toward the earth. Hold the belly and keep the abs scooped out. And you're just gonna lift up, kind of rowing this back into a half bicep curl. It's down, it's up. This outside leg stays bent the whole time, so you should feel that burn as you're holding that. Good. 5. Keep a firm grip on the dumbbell because you want to keep the muscles active to help support the joint. We've got 8 more, and it's not a fast movement because the work is in making it slow and controlled with this one. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. We're going to lift up, coming onto the front leg, extend that back leg behind you. We're going to hold this, row, kick back, in and down. So it's 2 movements with the outside arm, but the legs are going to stay in position with the hamstring long. Very good. 5. Again, this is not one you want to rush through because you want to really pause with the contraction on the muscle. And again, keep a firm grip on the dumbbell to keep the muscles active and support the joints. We're not trying to wear out your joints. We're trying to protect them by building some more lean tissue. Let's go with 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's turn it around. We'll do that same thing on the other side. Tangent forward, soften the outside leg. Then we're going to reach down, row back. Scoop out the abs on the way down, row back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, that leg should be on fire. 8. Last 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's beautiful. Now step forward with that inside leg. Extend that leg behind you, nice and straight. Row, back, in, down. 2, 3, and 4. Belly in tight. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here comes the last one. Beautiful. Lift it up. Let's switch to our 5-pound dumbbell and come into some more dynamic movements to keep things fluid. We're going to come into first position, belly in tight, tall posture. We're going to sink down into a plie, a little bit deeper than a demi, but not quite a grand. And we're going to do a front raise, the palm facing the ground. 5, 6, 7, 8. We've incorporated some requests that I've received through our Facebook page. So some of your favorite moves will be in here. We're going to try a few new ones too. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to hold it, bring it up over the head and releve, back to parallel to the floor. 3, 4, 5, belly in tight the whole time. 6, really contract through those calves. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Hinge forward, keep the gaze forward, pull the belly in. And now we're gonna hit the back of the shoulders, pinky up and down. 2, right in toward the midline. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've been getting a lot of good feedback about the upper body work that we do, so we'll definitely keep that up. Really hitting a lot of upper body movements, but of course, we cannot neglect the lower body and the core, so we're gonna do it all. But you'll get your request for your arm work, don't worry. I like that part too. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're gonna turn it around. Go into the other side, heels together, thighs engaged, belly in. Plie, front raise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it up. 2, 3, 4. Really contract through the calves. 6, 7, 8. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Lower it down. Hinge forward, keeping the back flat. Hold the belly in. Pinky out and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're doing great. Nice, steady, slow movement all the way down. So you're keeping those rear deltoid muscles engaged. Keep that upper back engaged. And of course, keep that core working. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lift it up. And let's switch it to our 8-pound dumbbell. We're going to step it out wide. We're going to sink down, and this time we're even going to hinge forward a little bit, reach it as low as you can. And then we're going to hammer curl and even elevate the elbow a little bit. Bigger movement. So instead of keeping the arm glued in, we're going to be a little more dynamic. Hinge, hinge, okay? So it looks a little bit more exaggerated, and that's exactly what it is. We'll call this 4, 5. You'll feel that abdominal wall kind of engage a little more with this different movement where we're hinging. Feel the hips and inner thighs open up a little more. We got 6 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to pull it into third position. The outside foot comes into the arch of the inside leg. Rotate the palm open, and we're going to releve in third and bicep curl to the outside. 2, 3, 4. Just making these teeny tiny little changes in position is going to help you fine tune all of those small muscles that hold the bigger ones together, giving you that lean, sculpted look, keeping the muscles long and healthy. You're doing great. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to turn it around and do that same thing on the other side. Wide second. Take it down. Elbow comes up. 2, 3, 4. Remember, you don't need a bar. You can use the wall. You can use a chair. Or for a lot of it, you can even just balance. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, position. Outside foot comes to the inside crease. Rotate open, releve and curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. We're going to take it back into a wide second. For this one, we're not going to turn around and do it on the other side because we're going to alternate and get both sides at once. Go ahead and place the dumbbell on the floor in between the legs. Pull the belly in and take a nice wide stance. Sink into a plie, and you're going to hinge forward. When the elbow comes out wide, sit it down, pick it up, wide. So your chest is pointing toward the earth, and you just want to bring that elbow about parallel to the shoulder. So we're not shifting it into the rhomboids, we're keeping it in the posterior deltoids. You're feeling those inner thighs open up, the glutes engage, the quads engage. Very good. 8, 8, and we're on the way down. Last 8. Keep that belly in and use those abdominal muscles to keep the position correct. Last 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Stand it up. Very good. Shake it out. Let's scoot the dumbbell out of the way. We're going to bring the feet together, coming into first, belly in, nice tall posture. We're going to come into releve. You can step it out a little bit wider, keeping those toes right under the hips. If you need a little balance, hold onto the bar, but try not to use it as we march from side to side in a PK, keeping those legs active the whole time. A little walker, waddle, or something. Good. Last 8, 7. I am sweating now. Hope you are too. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now bring the heels down. We're going to soften the knees and hop. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Nice soft landing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take it to the back of your mat. Reach toward the toes. Lengthen through the hamstrings. And we're going to walk it out into a plank. Hold the plank nice and strong. If it hurts your wrist, take it to your forearms, okay? So you can be down here if you'd like. Your choice. I'm going to stay up high, belly in. Open it into a PK on the ground. Back to a plank. Switch sides and plank. You're going to rotate through the core. Activate the obliques. Open up through the hips. You're doing all sorts of good things here. 5, 6. Keep the belly engaged. 7, 8. Let's count it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Knees down, hips back. Rock it into a child's pose. While we're here in this position, we've got things nice and active. We're going to come into one of our special requests, into our modified tricep push-up, where we rock back onto the hips. We come all the way forward and lower the chest down to the mat. Press it up through the triceps, hips back. Keep those elbows in close the whole time. Good. We'll count that as 1, in case you were looking for the first one. 3, 4. Get that nice dynamic movement, 5. And this will allow you to really work on core because you do get that little bit of a rest in the back. So you can really focus on keeping those biceps in near the rib cage, keeping those arms grazing the side body. Let's say this is our last 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Bring it back. And now we're going to come onto the forearms. Keep your knees in close to your hips though, belly in tight. You're going to tuck the knee into your chest. I call these lightning bolts. So the knee's going to be in close. You're going to open it up into an upward diagonal, opening up the hip as you take it back. Bring it in and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really scoop out the abs as you tuck it in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now press it straight back with the hip square and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open up the hip. Gently rotate that lower torso toward the side wall and pulse to the side. 3, 5, 7. Pinky up toward the sky. That's the pinky toe. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and press it back. We're going to go into that same thing on the other side. Forearms, lightning bolts first. The knee comes in. Press back as you gently open it up toward the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 8, 7, 6, 5. Really straighten that leg to contract the glutes and the outer thighs. 3, 2, and 1. Hip square, press it back, pulse. 2, 3, belly in. 5, 7, 1, 3. Woo, my glutes are burning. 6, 7, 8. Open it up to the side, pinky up. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it in. Rock it back. Very nice. Let's go ahead and roll up onto those hips with the shoulders down and back. If you guys don't think I work hard when I do this up, you should see how much I'm sweating right now. Bring both dumbbells in close. Pull the belly in nice and tight. We're going to work on that lateral shoulder cap. You can choose here. I'm going to use my 8, but a 5 would be a perfectly acceptable amount of weight. No weight would even work with this one. I'll do this side first so you can see what's happening. The 8-pounders on the outside, shoulders down and back, tall posture. And we're just going to lateral raise and bring this out to the side. Let me even face you for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7. You should feel that in your glutes too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now, we're going to bring the chest forward a little bit and lift the hips up a few inches off of the heels. You can even curl the toes under, but you want to keep that half bend to keep it active. You're going to glue your arm in, scoop out your abs, and kick back. 2, 3, a little skier move. 5, 6, We're going to take it to the other side. Sit on the heels. We're bringing it out, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. A little ski bunny move, curl the toes under, belly in and scooped out, arms glued in, and kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Go ahead and sit the dumbbell down. We're going to take it onto our backs. The legs extended out in front of you. Belly in. Scoop out the abs and roll down. Engaging the core on the way down. Very good. Okay, keep your 5-pounder handy for this one. You can even just kind of plant it into the ground. We're going to come to it in a second. But the first thing I'm going to do is get the hamstrings kind of active so we can then loosen them up. Bring the heels in close to the hips. Lift the hips up off of the mat. Pull the belly in nice and tight. Let it just kind of drift back there toward the spine. And you're going to step your right heel out, out, in. That's 1 and 2. Keep leading with the right foot. And 4, right. And 5, 6, 7. That's 8. Now we switch sides. Left and left. That's 3. And left. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very nice. Lower the hips down, straighten out the legs. You're going to take a fist around the 8-pound dumbbell and take a nice firm grip. You're going to pull it in toward the midline as you bring the leg up, getting some length through the hamstring, some dynamic movement. Lower it out and in. Pull the belly in tight. We're leaving the upper body down, but we want to get that dynamic movement through the back of the legs, and you should still feel it in the lower abdominal muscles. And of course, you're working the chest and shoulder here too. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome. Let's take it right into the other side. Make sure that 8-pounder's out of the way. And bring it up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Now, we're going to switch it to the 8-pound dumbbell, taking it up over the head, lengthen the arms, walk the heels away from the hips, and now we're going to flex the feet to protect the back and to keep all the muscles in the legs active. Pull the belly in. You're going to inhale, and exhale, you'll roll up, peel that body off of the mat, reach forward to stretch out. You're going to roll it out and roll back down. I'm taking my mat with me. Here's another option if it bothers your lower back at all. Press the heels into the ground, but bend the knees. Roll up and still straighten the legs and hinge forward. So that might be another option for you. Last option would be to break it in half, use a palm for support, roll up, and hinge forward with just one arm. Of course, lighten the dumbbell if you're doing single arm. Okay, here we go. We're going to roll up, hinge forward, scoop it out, and down. Up, hinge, in. Here comes 3. Really work on that length. If your shoulders are too tired to execute it with the dumbbell in the hands, just use the dumbbell. And I think that's 6. Let's go with that. If you're counting on your own, more power to you, keep it up. If you're going with my count, then you may get to do a few extra. Nothing wrong with that, right? Well, who knows? Maybe it's a few too few. Well, who knows? But for my count, we're going 7 on the way down. Here comes 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. This is the last one. I've slowly gravitated off of my mat. So if you have to, go ahead and inch your way back. And go ahead and bend the knees. Slightly tilt the tailbone up, put the hands behind the head for support. And let's do some good old-fashioned crunches. Shoulder blades up nice and high. When you feel the shoulder blades start to reach the mat or the ground, that's your cue to go ahead and lift it back up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it back. Now we're going to take it to the diagonal with a straight leg. So straighten out the right leg. Elbow comes to the knee as you pull the right leg up. Down. Scooch out of my way. 2, 3. Big twist. 4, 5. You can cup the hands behind the head for a little bit of support for the neck, or you can keep one arm straight and just kind of roll. Just roll with it. Your choice. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You can bend that right knee, straighten the left leg, belly in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Straighten both legs. Bring those arms across the chest, belly in tight. And we're going to just lift it up in the middle, little tiny pulses. 4, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, and roll back. Legs come straight up, belly back, and pulse with the hips. 3, 4. Try to rock as little as possible. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Whew, hard to keep a normal voice with that one. Arms up over the head. Roll it up. Feeling that burn? Nice work. We're going to come back into a table. You are doing great. Belly in, nice tall spine. Curl the toes under. You're going to press back into a down dog and then lower softly to a table. You really want to make it a soft landing. Maybe just, well, for one, who wants to collapse on their knees, but 2, you want to have to engage everything right before you barely touch. So here we go. Back and barely touch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really dig deep into those abs. Last 8, 7. Reach those heels back. 5, 4, 3, 2, into a high plank, alternating shoulder taps. I can face you so you can see what my arms are doing. The rest of the body's in a high plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, abs in tight, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Walk it back. Reach those heels down. Hang like a rag doll. Woo! Nice work. Tuck the tailbone under and roll up. We're back on our feet. Go ahead and grab your 8-pound dumbbell. Keep your 5-pound handy because, of course, your bar workout, if you need to adjust the weight, do what's right for you. So, here's what we're going to do next. That outside leg is going to step in toward the bar. Your arm is going to be bent the whole time, but you're going to sink down, and then you're going to step together and bring the elbow out to the side with the arm in a nice box. Take it in, take it back, but I want you to fold your belly over your thigh and dramatically reach that leg toward the inside. That nice dramatic movement, that nice deep hinge in that press into that glute, that is what's going to shred those legs into a nice, lean, sculpted, strong, supportive body part. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's step it out wide. We're going to stretch out those hamstrings, nice and gentle. Down, upright row. 2. You can keep the hand on the hip, or you can rest it on the bar. 5. But you want to kind of keep your gaze forward to keep the spine straight and to keep that hinge toward the hip so that you're working the hamstrings. You don't want to just round the back and round the spine. You want to lengthen the hamstrings. Let's go with 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's turn it around. So we've got that dramatic movement. The arm is bent. We're hinging forward over the thigh. And then we're bringing this out to the side. Down, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Step it wide. Gaze forward as you hinge. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and face the other way. Let my hair looking lovely for you. And let's start to kind of loosen things up in preparation for our cool down. So we're going to do figure 8s, but we're going to add a little dimension to it because as we extend out, we're going to releve. So we'll soften, then we come to the toes and in. That's 1. So it's 1 and in. 2. Very good. So if you ever feel like you have trouble coordinating with the figure eight, you might like this one better because you get to reconnect in between each one. Ooh, I say that and then look, I lose all sense of coordination. Good. Soft, out, in. Soft, in. 7, in, and 8, together. This gives you a chance to really flex through all of the muscles on that supporting leg while getting that nice fluid movement through the hip. We've got 4 more. And when you bring that outside leg to the top, to the middle, you really want to actively zip the thighs up. Let's do one more. Might be an extra. Very nice. Let's turn it around. Same thing on the other side. We're going to bring it across, out, in. Across, out, in the thighs. Down, engage in the middle. Relevant. Good. 7, 8. This also includes you pausing with that releve, so you're releasing it slowly. Whereas we're typically just up and down, you want to release the releve at the same pace that you're lowering the outside leg. Too bad you guys can just jump through that screen and help me count this one out. We've got 2 more. Here comes this one. Very good. All right. We're going to take our outside leg, bring it to the top of the thigh as high as you can, belly in tight. You can use your arm for balance, or you can try to balance just by holding onto that big toe. Now, we're going to soften the knee, reach down, lift up. Again, try to balance or use the bar. Use your own judgment. Sink down low though. You want to stretch out the hip. If this hurts your knee, take that leg down, that ankle down a little bit lower. And 8, really pause as you sit down. Try to sit a little bit deeper every time. This is another request, someone's favorite. If you like it too, you may have a barmaid out there, a soul barmaid. If you don't like it, then make sure you submit your own request and we'll incorporate some of your favorites. Let's do 2 more. And 1. Very nice, let's turn it around. I worked up a crazy sweat today, guys. I hope you did too. Bring that leg up and sink down and up. 2, 3, belly in tight, 4, down. Drive the hips through. Over-exaggerate the movement so you get a big stretch through the glute and really press it into the front. Awesome. Now face the bar. Get nice and far away from it. Wide stance off the mat, hinge forward, reaching your arms toward the bar. Let your chest lower and then your head. Just let your head relax. Release any tension in your neck. Let that chest kind of help weigh you down as you lengthen through the triceps and the lats. Just let the neck relax. Nice big inhale. Exhale, bring the palms to the mat and start to walk between the legs, that space between the legs, just bring that chest right through it. Reach the palms through it, continue to walk with it. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the palms in front of you and bend the knees. Relax the hips. And straighten the legs. You're going to walk it to the right, folding over that right thigh, lengthening through the right hamstring. Again, head is relaxed, kind of heavy, lengthening the neck. Walk it through to the other side. Nice deep stretch over the left leg, loosening up the left hamstring. Bring it back to the center. Tuck the tailbone under and roll up. The head's the last thing to lift. Let's do that one more time. Soften the knee, just roll through. Tailbone under. Nice massage for the spine. And you're done. Nice work.